So I went to McDonald's and I tested their item menus from around the world. All of their, well, not all of them, because there's loads of countries. But every country has certain items that are like, specific to them. You don't find when you go on holiday to another country or whatever, you don't find here. So they have introduced to their menu probably about a dozen items, or just under maybe, that are from other countries. So you got Poland, Japan, Australia, stuff like that. And being the typical fat man that I am, I ordered pretty much all the food items and a drink. I didn't order the desserts because I'm not a massive sweet person anyway, so I wasn't going to bother with that. And I didn't get the fries, the sour cream fries from Poland, because I'm not a massive fan of fries. So what I did get to start off with was the maple bacon double quarter pounder with cheese, and there's barbecue in there somewhere. I don't know. There was a lot of words and a lot of orders that I couldn't remember. But yeah, that... Oh, fuck, I'm in the wrong gear. That was pretty good. I mean, that was pretty solid. It didn't taste like barbecue sauce. I don't like barbecue sauce, so I was fine with that. It tasted basically like your normal quarter pounder, but the big difference was that the sauce that it did have on it was meant to be barbecue. It didn't taste like barbecue. It oddly tasted like sort of almost like gingerbread and cinnamon. Like, I guess, isn't that what you put in pumpkin spice? Like a pumpkin spice double quarter pounder with cheese. Very unusual, but not unpleasant. Just a weird combination. I approve. It was a good item on the menu. The second item on the menu wasn't as good, but it wasn't the worst. It was a McSpicy. This is the Australians' fault. It was a McSpicy with just a random ass slice of pineapple in. And I don't know why it had a random slice of pineapple in. I don't know who thought putting a random slice of pineapple in would be a good idea, because it wasn't. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever eaten. Trust me, I've eaten a lot worse, including in this order. But it just didn't need to be there. It didn't belong there. I got about halfway through and I was like, the weird wetness and like sweet taste to it, it doesn't match. It's not good. So I picked it out and I just carried on eating a McSpicy, which is pretty much the same as your regular McSpicy. After that, I had from Japan the black pepper and garlic McNuggets, which at first you take a bite, you're chewing it, and you're like, okay, this just tastes like a normal McNugget. It's bland, it's got the wrong texture for anything edible. It's like real chewy, rubbery. I was going to say regurgitated, that's not it, but it might as well be. Reconstituted chicken. It's not great. But like I say, it wasn't the worst thing, and then I tried it with a dip, and that was the worst thing. No, it wasn't. The dip wasn't very nice. It tasted kind of, I don't know, like, not fishy, but sort of that kind of thing. I think it's because it was soy and garlic or something like that. And soy does have like a high salt content. Fish is normally salty if you get it from the sea, so maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, the other thing about it was that, like I say, at first it just tasted like a normal chicken McNugget, but then you got a weird aftertaste afterwards, which is like, it was like black pepper. It was definitely black pepper. You could taste the black pepper. No point could you taste the garlic. You could taste the black pepper. But it wasn't like when you crack fresh black pepper. When you crack fresh black pepper and it's got a sort of more fragrant taste to it. It's got a bit more warmth on the tongue, sort of tingles a little bit in a weird way. It wasn't that. Instead, it was like when you go around your nan's house and you go and use the black pepper shaker, and the pepper in there is older than you are. That's pretty much what it was like. It was not particularly good, really, at all. But like I say, it wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing, the absolute worst thing, was the mac and cheese bites. Which, imagine a triangle shape. Imagine the green triangle from your Quality Street. But it's made of batter like it's a chicken McNugget. But inside is mac and cheese. Now, none of that sounds particularly awful. Everyone likes a bit of batter. Most people like mac and cheese. I'm honestly not a fan, but I thought this instance might be okay. My God. It tasted like they got the cheapest, nastiest mac and cheese they could find. They chucked it in a blender and they just went just a couple blitzes. Nothing major, nothing enough to puree it, but nothing to keep it intact. It was like someone had chewed it up for you and then spat it back out. And then, to make it worse, it was like they got batter made of the dead skin from your heel that you filed off. You've got yourself like one of those little mini cheese grater things that you see sometimes for your heel, for getting dead skin off your shoes, and just grated it off, used it as batter for your chicken McNuggets. It was disgusting. Utterly revolting. Horrible. Do not recommend. And to wash this all down, I got from Japan a Sakura Sprite, which wasn't awful, but it did kind of taste a bit perfumey. The more you drank it, the less you noticed it. At which point, it just became like normal Sprite. But you could taste that sort of weird, chemically perfumey taste that you get, and it wouldn't be my go-to. But I wouldn't, if someone was like, here, do you want a can of this? And I was thirsty, I wouldn't be like, fuck off. I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'll have that. Yeah, I spent like 29 quid on McDonald's just for this review. I would have eaten it in the car had I known that they'd done this beforehand. And then I could sort of like take a picture, review it on a camera. But I didn't. I did take pictures, but I didn't review it because I was eating in the restaurant. That's fucking generous, isn't it? Restaurant. I was eating inside. And then I just quickly went to the car, started recording, so that I could recollect as much of it as possible for this. And let me tell you, first one good, second one skip it. The rest, besides the Sakura drink, pretty much skip. The first one was good, the drink was okay. The rest of it, a bit shit.